uncovering the unspoken signals women use when they're into you. Unspoken attraction is everywhere. You just haven't been trained to see it. Psychologists say over 93% of communication is nonverbal, and women are masters of this silent language, especially when they're interested. Welcome to Infinite Wisdom, your go-to channel for real, relatable advice on navigating the complexities of love and relationships. By the end of this video, you'll know how to decode 10 powerful attraction signals most men miss. Stick around till the end for a bonus signal that's so subtle it's almost psychic. Sign number 1, she angles her body toward you, even when others are around. When a woman is into you, her body starts telling on her quietly but clearly. One of the first things you'll notice, she angles herself towards you even in a group. Now this isn't some dramatic pose or overt flirtation, it's subtle. Her chest, her hips, or even her knees will naturally shift toward your direction, like a compass pointing north. And here's the key, she does it even when she's not directly engaging with you. You could be deep in a conversation with someone else, but she's still oriented toward you. Why? Because attention follows interest. Body language experts call this open body posture, and it's instinctive. It reflects comfort, curiosity, and a willingness to connect. Most guys miss it because they're too focused on what she's saying. But if you learn to read where her body points, you'll hear what her words don't say. So next time you're in a group setting, don't just look at her face. Look at the direction her whole body is quietly leaning toward. It's rarely random. Sign number 2, her feet point in your direction unconsciously. Here's something most men never notice. Feet. And yet they're one of the most honest parts of the human body. Unlike facial expressions, which can be faked or trained, feet are ruled by the subconscious. So if her toes keep pointing towards you, especially while she's turned slightly away or even talking to someone else, pay attention. That's a quiet little spotlight of attraction aimed directly at you. In fact, researchers from the University of Kansas observed this pattern and found that foot orientation in social interactions was a surprisingly strong predictor of who someone was romantically interested in. Why? Because the feet orient toward what the brain finds rewarding. And if that's you, she may not even realize she's doing it. So next time you're standing in a group or sitting across from her, take a quick glance downward. Her words might be casual, her smile might be polite, but her feet, they're telling you the truth. Sign number 3. She maintains physical proximity in subtle, repeated ways. You know those little moments when she leans in just slightly closer than necessary, or when her arm brushes yours not once but again and again, like it's all by chance. That's not random, it's intentional without being obvious. Women use proximity as a quiet way to test the waters. She's gauging how do you respond when she's near. Do you lean back or do you welcome her energy? Think of it like this. If she didn't want to be near you, she'd find a way to move. But if she keeps reducing the space between you two, whether it's at the table on the couch or during a casual walk, it's a signal, one that says, I feel safe here, I'm drawn in. This is how quiet intimacy builds before words ever do. So don't overlook those soft shifts. If she keeps finding her way back into your space, she's not trying to escape. She's exploring connection. Sign number 4, her expressions mirror yours with slight delay. You laugh, and just a second later, so does she. You tilt your head slightly, and hers follows soon after. It's not copying, it's not forced. It's called facial mimicry, and it's one of the strongest nonverbal signs of emotional chemistry. When a woman mirrors your expressions with a small delay, she's not doing it consciously. It's her nervous system syncing with yours. Her brain is essentially saying, we're on the same page, I get you. Researchers in social psychology have found that people who are emotionally aligned tend to mirror each other's micro-expressions in conversation, It's a dance, silent, subtle, and powerful. So if you catch her smiling after you do, or softening her eyes when yours do the same, don't overlook it. Delayed mirroring isn't fakeable. It means you're not just speaking to her, you're resonating with her. Sign number 5. She plays with objects nervously while holding eye contact. Picture this. You're mid-con conversation and she's holding your gaze, but her fingers are twisting her necklace, sliding a ring back and forth, or tracing the rim of her glass. That's not just nervous fidgeting, that's attraction, trying to stay composed. These subtle gestures are called self-soothing behaviors. They're the body's way of releasing nervous energy when emotions rise, especially in moments of heightened attention or desire. But here's where it gets interesting. If she's keeping eye contact while doing it, that combination tells a very different story. It's not discomfort, it's tension, the good kind. It's the internal tug-of-war between control and curiosity. In these moments, her body is doing the talking. It's signaling, I'm excited, but I don't want to be too obvious. So don't just listen to her words, watch her hands. If they're moving nervously while her eyes stay locked on yours, that's attraction, holding back. It's full force. Sign number 6, her blink rate increases when you speak. This one is sneaky because unless you're really paying attention, you'd never notice it. But it's incredibly revealing. When you're talking and her blinking suddenly picks up speed, especially during eye contact. It's not just random, it's physiological research in eye tracking. Psychology shows that when someone experiences heightened emotions, whether it's excitement, arousal, or even a bit of anxiety, their blink rate goes up. It's the body's subtle way of responding to internal stimulation. In simpler terms, you're affecting her. Her adrenaline is rising and her eyes are reacting before her mouth ever does. Now, this doesn't mean she's falling head over heels instantly, but it does mean you're triggering something deeper. So next time you're speaking to her and you notice her blinking speeds up slightly, don't dismiss it. That's her nervous system reacting to your presence, and trust me, the body doesn't lie. Sign number 7. She holds extended glances right before looking away. There's a certain kind of eye contact that feels electric. You felt it before. That moment when she looks at you, holds the gaze just a little longer than what feels normal, and then snaps, she looks away. Don't ignore that. That delay is packed with meaning. It's primal. What's happening here is a micro-expression of curiosity and, yes, attraction wrapped in hesitation. It's her silently asking, did you notice me noticing you? Often this isn't bold or dramatic. It's soft measured, almost innocent. But make no mistake, it's intentional. The longer she holds that look before breaking it, the more magnetized she is. Think of it as the visual version of a flirtatious whisper. It doesn't announce itself loudly, but if you catch it, it changes everything. So next time you notice her eyes lingering, hold the moment. There's more being said than you think. Sign number 8. She subtly touches areas she wants you to notice. Attraction is a quiet performance, and women know exactly where the spotlight goes. If you see her gently adjusting her collar, swiping her fingers across her neck, or brushing her lips when she's talking to you, she's not just fixing her appearance, she's guiding your attention. It's like her body is putting up a sign that says, look here. These are subconscious cues, tiny movements that draw your gaze to places she feels confident about or wants you to find attractive. Psychologists call this pining behavior, and it's often a non-verbal invitation to notice her femininity. You won't see this in casual conversations, but when she's into you, these gestures pop up like hidden clues. So when you notice her doing this, especially more than once, understand she's showing you the trailer before the movie and hoping you don't miss it. Sign number 9, her breathing syncs with yours without realizing it. This one flies completely under the radar, but it's one of the deepest signs of connection there is. When a woman is emotionally in tune with you, Her body begins to reflect your rhythms without her even knowing it. One of the clearest signals, her breathing starts to match yours. Now, this isn't something you can fake or force. It happens in stillness, in those quiet moments between words. You inhale, she inhales, you exhale, she follows, and suddenly you're no longer just two people talking, you're two nervous systems syncing. Psychologists call this limbic resonance, a biological response where emotional safety and mutual presence cause people to mirror each other's physiological state. It's most often observed in couples who feel deeply bonded. So if you ever notice her breath matching yours in rhythm, especially during a pause in conversation, it's not coincidence, it's chemistry, and it means you're not just in her space, you're under her skin. Sign number 10, she stays engaged with your presence, even when distracted. Attraction doesn't clock out when the conversation ends. And if a woman is truly into you, you'll notice it in how her attention behaves, even when she's supposedly distracted. Maybe you're talking to someone else and you catch her glancing over when you laugh, or she's scrolling her phone but her posture shifts the moment you speak. That's her attention being pulled again and again back to you. It's not forced, it's magnetic. Think of it like this: when someone's drawn to you, their awareness keeps circling you like gravity. Even when her focus is elsewhere, part of her is still tuned into you. This kind of split attention is a massive sign that you're not just background noise in her environment. You're the frequency she keeps checking for. So if you notice she stays subtly connected to your presence, even when life is happening around her, don't overlook it. That's attraction in its quietest and strongest form. If you're still here, you're one of the real ones. Drop the word signals in the comments below to let us know you made it to the end. Bonus signal. She finds ways to be in your orbit without needing a reason. She shows up at the coffee shop you mentioned in passing. She stays behind after the group hangs out. Even when she doesn't have to, she just happens to walk past your office. Again, this is one of the most overlooked signs and one of the most telling. It's not coincidence, it's intention wrapped in casual timing. Women don't always lead with direct words, but they absolutely lead with presence. When she's subtly placing herself near you, it's a silent form of pursuit, a quiet invitation that says, "Notice me." She's not chasing, she's orbiting close enough to be seen, far enough to protect her pride. And when you spot this, it's not just interest, it's vulnerability as a thank you for watching. Till this point, this one's for you, our real community members. We see you, we appreciate you, and we're grateful to have you here. Watch how her body and feet orient around you. Notice if she inches closer without reason. Pay attention to delayed smiles, synchronized breathing, and the little touches she makes, and observe how she responds, even when you're not directly engaging with her. If this video helps sharpen your instincts, even just a little tap, that like button to help more men find this kind of content, subscribe for daily insights that decode attraction with clarity and confidence. And if someone in your life needs to understand this silent language, share it with them now. We've also handpicked the perfect video for you next. It's right there on your screen. Click it, watch it. We'll see you tomorrow. Same time, same energy. Stay sharp.